Hey, how we doing today? So I have to quarantine for 2 weeks. You're going to have a substitute for the next 2 weeks in your classes. So I need you to listen up to these next few things that I'm about to say. One, if you haven't read that announcement that I posted on the announcements on Google Classroom, you need to read that. That's got a lot of important information that I can't cover right now in this video. Two, you will be given assignments uploaded daily. You will be given either assignments, notes, videos, things to do daily on Google Classroom. You are expected to do that every day. If you do not do it every day, you will be contacted, parents will be contacted, and steps will be taken. So, take care of your work when you are assigned your work, and then we won't have any issues. You won't fall behind in grades, and we won't be failing by the end of the first 3-week grading period. So, do your work that I assign, keep up with everything, and watch these videos, and try your best. Now, also, I want you to ask me questions at any point. If you have a question in your class, send me an email, ask me a question on Google Classroom and private messages, and we can go from there. I will be by my computer and by my phone from 8 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, school hours, because I am technically I'm going to be doing the same thing I would normally be doing in class, except I am at my house. And so whenever you have issues with anything, I need to know, just as if in class, if you have issues with anything, I need to know so we can take care of that. So basically, what I'm saying is get your work done. Let me know if you have any issues with anything. And also, don't turn anything late or get behind. This right here is going to be some notes. This is going to be an interactive note-taking assignment for you. It should be an easy 100. I will have blanks for you to fill in based off of these short answer notes that I have provided. So, whenever you get to those sections, whenever you get to the fill-in-the-blank parts of this video, you need to fill in the blanks on the document on your computer and turn it in, okay? Turn it in for an easy 100. Before I continue anywhere else, I want to state this. If you have not finished reading The Story of an Hour, doing the vocabulary on The Story of an Hour, and completing the quiz on Story of an Hour, you need to go back, read, quiz, vocabulary, and turn it in on StudySync and Google Classroom and all that fun stuff so I can grade it and get it back to you with the grade. That quiz will be a grade. This note-taking assignment will be a grade, so you have 2 grades for the first week of school. Note-taking, quiz from Story of an Hour. Be sure you are reading it, quizzes, and vocabulary, and doing the note-taking assignment right here. If you have any questions, email me. If you have issues logging into StudySync, email me. If you have issues logging onto Google Classroom, which I hope not, you wouldn't be watching this if you do have issues logging onto Google Classroom. But the code is on the board to the left behind my desk, or to the right behind my desk. So, please, let me know if you have any questions. Now, these notes that we're about to take should be nothing but a review for you. I am reviewing this because this is something we're going to be doing for basically every story we read, and at least once every couple of weeks we're going to write a short answer. You have written short answers since the beginning of your freshman year. The first week of your freshman year, you should have at least learned it. Wow, look at me. You should have at least learned how to write a basic short answer. All of this that you're going to see should be nothing but a review. It should be easy for you. I am making it simple to start off with so we can build off of that. Follow along in my notes, fill in the blank as you go, and you will be good, okay? So, the first thing that we need to talk about in short answer is the 4 different requirements to make up a short answer itself. You have your topic sentence, which you can see as TS. CD stands for concrete detail. CM stands for commentary. And CS stands for closing sentence. So, these are the 4 things you need in order to have a successful short answer. These are the 4 things that I will be looking for in the short answers that you provide me with. Okay? Let's talk about each one in a little bit more detail so you can understand it. Your topic sentence. This is the first sentence of your short answer. This is going to be the topic of your paragraph, of your answer. It is only going to be 1 sentence. It should not be any longer than one sentence. Another way you would know a topic sentence is called a thesis. Your thesis is the answer to the question, just as your topic sentence is the answer to the question. If I ask, what is the theme of this story, you're going to provide me with the answer. The theme of the story is blank. All right? This is what your paragraph will be about. This sentence should be what the rest of your paragraph is going to be talking about. This is going to set the tone for the rest of the sentence. Then you go to your concrete detail. This should be one sentence. You know a concrete detail is evidence that supports your topic sentence. There are multiple different things that you could use for evidence, such as quotes, examples, facts, etc. Okay? In this instance right now, for the next couple of short answers you're writing, you're going to be using a quote. Please just use a quote. Okay? So, you're going to be doing a short answer over Story of an Hour tomorrow. Use a quote from Story of an Hour in order for you to answer the question. Your concrete detail supports your topic sentence. It supports your topic sentence and explains why your topic sentence is correct using this quote to support it. I know I sound like I'm repeating myself over and over again, but I need you to understand that. Again, this is a review, so it shouldn't be that difficult for you to understand, hopefully. You have had 4 months off. All right, let's move on to the next section. Commentary. This is going to be 3 to 5 sentences long. 3 to 5. For every one concrete detail, you should have 3 to 5 sentences. So if you have 2 concrete details in your short answer, you should have 3 to 5 more sentences explaining that second concrete detail. For right now, I'm just asking for 1 concrete detail and 3 to 5 sentences explaining that 1 concrete detail. We'll get it. We'll do more on it later. Don't worry. I know you want to write more, so we're gonna write more. All right. So 3 to 5 sentences explaining why your concrete detail supports your topic sentence. So you're spending 3 to 5 sentences talking about why you chose your concrete detail. Basically, it will explain some ideas provided in your concrete detail, and it is meant to provide more information to prove your answer correctly. You might know of sentence starters such as this shows, this highlights, this reveals. All of this is stuff that you should have heard already. This shows, this highlights, this reveals. Those sentence starters are easy transitions from your concrete detail to your commentary sentences. If you don't know how to start your commentary sentence, use those to start off your commentary sentences, and that will help you a lot. So, we have our topic sentence, which is our answer. Our concrete detail, which is a quote that supports our answer. Commentary, which supports the concrete detail and explains why it supports the topic sentence. Notice how they're all connecting to each other? Yeah, there's a reason behind that. Then finally, we have our closing sentence. Our closing sentence is going to be one sentence. This is going to be a final conclusion sentence. This is the one last sentence that is wrapping up the entire paragraph. Okay? So your topic sentence stands alone. Your concrete detail supports your topic sentence. Your commentary supports your concrete detail, which supports your topic sentence. Your closing sentence wraps up everything. It wraps up everything from your topic sentence, your concrete detail, to your commentary. They build off of each other. That's how this works. You can't have a concrete detail with no topic sentence. What is your concrete detail for? I need to have a topic sentence. You can't have commentary without a concrete detail. You can't have a closing sentence without any of the other 3. You're closing nothing if you don't have a topic sentence, concrete detail, or commentary. Okay? So your closing sentence should be one final statement closing up the entire paragraph. You can start it off with, in conclusion, therefore, furthermore, etc. Okay? So let's look at an example. You've written these before, but we're going to look at an example to refresh your brain a little bit more. So the question that we're looking at today is, what is one way in which symbolism is used in Lord of the Flies? Well, let's answer that in a short answer format. If you see our topic sentence, shown as TS right here, it says, one way in which symbolism is used in Lord of the Flies is with the conch shell. Well, we restated the question into an answer, and then we provided our answer. One way in which symbolism is used in Lord of the Flies is with the conch shell. Now, since we gave our topic sentence, our thesis, whatever you want to call it, we have to provide a concrete detail, a quote that supports that answer. You know how to embed a quotation in a sentence. I expect you to know how to embed a quotation in a sentence. If you don't know how, follow the format that I've used right here. In Lord of the Flies, William Golding stated, "They obeyed the summons of the conch partly because Ralph blew it." You notice right here, we have our quote. Right here, we have introduced it by providing the title and the author who stated it. So we have the title of the story, a book or a novel in this case, and the author of the novel stated, "They obeyed the summons in the conch partly because Ralph blew it." Now, if you're doing this with Story of an Hour, you would put in Story of an Hour, Kate Chopin stated, whatever quote you want to put for that supports your topic sentence, and so forth. Then we go to our commentary sentences. This shows that the conch held some power on the island. This shows, notice that sentence starter right there. Okay? It shows that the conch held some power on the island. Whenever the conch was blown, that meant that the meeting was about to happen and everyone needed to be there. The chief, Ralph, he's the leader, was the one who blew it because he was the leader, what I just said, in the group at the time. The reader can see that the conch symbolizes leadership among the boys on the island. So I said you needed 3 to 5 sentences for every concrete detail. Well, there's 4 sentences. Happy medium. If you want to do one more, make it 5, go for it. If you want to do one less, make it 3, go for it. Just know I'm going to expect more from you after this. So, whatever you're at right here, later you're going to be way up here, okay? You're going to grow. We're not going to stay stagnant and stay the same. We're not going to get worse. We're going to grow, okay? So, in conclusion, this is our closing sentence. I started it off with an easy sentence starter. In conclusion, one way that William Golding uses symbolism in the story is by using the conch to symbolize leadership. I just wrapped the entire paragraph up with one simple sentence. I said in conclusion, I restated the question into the answer. I provided the reasoning as to why the conch symbolizes, is a symbol in there. It symbolizes leadership. I wrapped everything that I talked about up in one sentence, and that's what you should be doing as well. Now, that comes to the end of the notes. What I need you to remember. 1, if you have not finished your quiz for the Story of an Hour, your vocabulary for the Story of an Hour, and you have not turned it in, you need to do so. That is a grade. If you have not, you haven't yet, but I need you to turn in your notes that you have filled in at the end of this video on the assignment that this video is attached to at the end of this video today so you can get a grade for it. It is an easy 100. It is worth a grade, so you should have 2 grades by the end of this week. If I don't have those in, I'm going to start contacting you and your parents. So, turn it in. Get it done. Ask me questions if you have some. I will answer emails within 5 to 10 minutes. I will answer questions on Google Classroom within 5 to 10 minutes. I know what time you have this class. I will be on my phone, and I will have Google Classroom for this class pulled up. I will have the assignments pulled up. I will have my email pulled up. So I will know when you are going to be asking questions. Ask the sub. Ask your neighbor if you need help with something as far as logging into StudySync or reading a story or anything like that. Technical issues, ask your neighbor. And work on everything and get it done. Your expectations are not changing, or my expectations for you are not changing just because I am not physically present. It should stay the same, just as if I was there. All right? Stay safe, sanitize, have fun, get your work done. See you in a couple weeks and in the next video.